Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Stephen Curry, among 8 athletes named in Time's 100 most influential people list. Time notorious for making lists, 100 most followed, 100 most influential, top 10 sports stars who crossed over to be celebrities, then actors, then also became influencers as well. This list, most influential people. Amongst the list, outside of just athletes too, by the way, Barack Obama for the 11th time, Justin Trudeau, Aziz Ansari, Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, Kendrick.
No Drake.
No Drake?
No Drake. But amongst the actual athletes who were named this year, 8 athletes made the cut. This is the quote we have for you. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I mentioned Stephen Curry, Usain Bolt, Ronda Rousey, Jordan Spieth, Formula One racer Lewis Hamilton, tennis Sania Mirza, and fencing's
Okay, here we go.
Mr. Mohammed. Ibtahij is actually, I think, how you pronounce it. I looked up one of the fencing matches before this. Actually really cool. I don't know the first thing about fencing, but, you know, that's cool, man. Good for you. Good at
It's like chess match with sticks.
really pointy, stabby sticks.
Interesting. I think naked fencing's better.
Is that a thing?
Maybe.
What is with you and goddamn nudity today? Holy shit. All right. So a couple more quotes for you. At least it comes to the, I mean, obviously, Francis, like, well, what do you think about this? Is there any athletes they missed off? What do you think? Because, again, it's influential. It's not, these are the greatest athletes of right now.
Yeah, no, I understand. I thought influential means like their ability to influence others. So that, again, you have to take into reach, right? You have to take into account. Like, so I'm surprised Ronaldo's not on it just because of his reach. Messi is much, yeah, but Ronaldo is the most followed athlete in the world, so I would have expected him to be on it.
Neymar.
The one thing I'm going to say, which I just am sure, LeBron as well, but I don't think The Rock's an athlete anymore. That's the thing. But again, people will go crazy. I understand he was very successful in the WWF before it was the WWE. Or
So
I was a huge fan of him.
Athlete, but he is awesome.
Oh, I never once questioned that. You don't need to be
Like,
an
if we
athlete
were
to be
making
awesome.
the Times 100 most awesome people list, I think he's, like, in the top 10.
He definitely gets to the 100 most influential people. But again, he's been categorized in all these things as an athlete. He's more of an actor nowadays. I mean, he's.
But,
I agree.
well, okay, but at the same time, like, athleticism, in a way, if you want to make the argument that, A, his workout routines,
Oh, no doubt.
very outspoken about them. He videotapes them all the time. And, like, I mean, look, powerlifting, weightlifting, that's considered a sport. I think actually, and followed by a lot of people, too.
Does he compete?
Hassan Piker literally watches them for 16 hours a day. That's what he does in the studio.
Does he compete?
No, he doesn't, but, like, I'm going to consider The Rock an athlete.
So am I. But again, not in the same
Final judgment.
not in the same consideration as the other people that he's with.
No, so, but to the Steph Curry point, dancer Misty Copeland, and this has actually been mocked by a lot of people, that Steph Curry's moves are acrobatic, almost like a dance. He combines a never-before-seen skill set with the panache and flair of a great performance artist. These skills and an amazing sense of the movement allow him to fearlessly lead his record-setting team by simultaneously fitting in and standing out, allowing his teammates to thrive and willing them to victory time and again. ESPN did some segments, I remember way early on of this season, where they were talking about how he's like a ballerina and dance. And by the way, Andre Iguodala and Jamal Crawford frequent a gym here in Los Angeles where they take dance lessons. They take yoga, they do yoga ballet lessons, all for balance. That's what it comes down to. So some people are like, oh my God, they compared Steph Curry to a dancer, they're nothing alike. You'd be surprised how beneficial it is for balance.
Well, I love that specifically when they do the Under Armour commercials, they always include like a ballerina or a dancer or something when they're doing the cut takes between either Steph or Jordan Spieth, because it's very similar movements. It's about balance. It's about being light on your feet. It's about the ability to adapt. And these are all things that Steph Curry, as I've said, I am so blessed to be in the era of learning basketball through watching someone like this. I'll be telling my kids 10 years from now, I'll be like, rather than I lived in the day of watching Michael Jordan, I lived in the day where I was able to see Steph Curry play, and now the game that you see nowadays was sculpted by a guy like him.
Yeah.
And now go to your ballerina class and then come out and drain some threes.
That's how you do it. That is how you do it.
Imagine little Maxwell.
Maxwell on match day.
For the New York Lakers.
Usain Bolt, Rousey, Spieth. We're not going to speak really too much about the Lewis Hamilton, Sania Mirzas of the world, and Ibtahij Muhammad's. We just don't simply know enough about them. But
Spieth is a good one.
Of course, Bolt, Rousey, and Spieth are such known names. Rousey, even though after all the loss and stuff like that, I understand why influential. Jordan Spieth, obviously, even though after the meltdown, still on top of the golf world in a certain aspect. And did I mention Bolt?
I think it's how appealable they are as well to like what they do off the court or outside of it.
Yeah.
So like Like The Rock is such a known figure in that he does so much for in the movie industry, but he's also very outspoken and he's very, again, you said motivated about his workouts and healthy living.
It's like 40 billion pounds of cod a year.
Yeah.
It's not 40 billion.
I completely stand by that.
It's exaggeration.
Steph Curry is another one. Steph Curry is another one who's just so humble as well. Ronda Rousey, very influential outside of the octagon. Jordan Spieth is a huge advocate for like homegrown communities as well, and churches, and just certain things that go outside of influences as well, like rather than just their contribution to the sport, more so what they do kind of to help other people and spread good vibes or whatever else it would be. So that's where I can understand it. But again, it's like their reasoning for influential might not be the same as what if Forbes were going to go out and be like, who's most influential based on the amount of ads that they ran about them.
And also, one more note on The Rock. This has nothing to do with athletes, but it does have to do
So you're saying Rock's not an athlete?
I'm saying it has to do with Baywatch. Okay, Francis? I don't care if you're an athlete or not. That's influential. I see that, and you know what I want to do? I want to be a lifeguard, and also be a lifeguard the size of The Rock, and have girls with the size brains that those three girls have.
Great personality. By the way, final point on Baywatch. Have you seen Zac Efron? Like, I mean, I'm not one to shy away from complimenting another man, but I will throw the compliments out. No, wait till we finish about Zac Efron.
Favorite high school
musical? He's humongous.
I know, I knew you were going to say that, but what was your favorite high school musical?
The first one.
Because you've seen them all. Before we go, like, favorite, subscribe to the video. As always, comment below with who you think a few of the early candidates for next year would be. Complex has mentioned Conor McGregor, Bryce Harper, and Cam Newton.